kind of a refresher. It shouldn't be anything that's brand new to you. So if you look on page 176, I'm going to skip down to number 7. And the directions say to write an inequality that represents each verbal expression. So the expression says the product. First of all, that gives us a hint. Because what does the word product imply? Very good. Multiplication. So that's telling you already what you're going to need to do inside of your expression. Okay? So it says the product of what? T and 6. So how do we write T times 6 in algebra? T times 6. What is T times 6? Charlie? 6T. Okay? So the product of T and 6. That's 6T. And then it says is greater than. Now this is where I need to take a pause because believe it or not, for some reason, a lot of times people are still confusing less than with greater than. And if you learn things like the alligator always eats the bigger number and all that kind of stuff, you will lose it after a while. And the easiest way to do it is just to memorize it. Okay, so let's do this off to the side. Which one is this? See, somebody said it. What is this? What is it?
Less than.
If I say it again, are you going to change the answer again? What is this? Less than. The only way that I will allow you to do like a little trick that I think is okay, it won't confuse you, is the less than kind of looks like an L. That's the only way. If it doesn't look like an L, it's not less than. But don't, the alligator mouth eating the bigger number, I don't like it. Because it still doesn't teach you less than or greater than. You just know which number or which value is bigger. But you're still confused about the sign. So this kind of looks like an L. Do you see that?
Yes.
No.
I see.
Okay. L less than. So the opposite way is it doesn't look like a G, but that's greater than. Okay? Make sense so far? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay. So that's less than. That's greater than. What is this?
Less than or equal to.
Good. Less than or equal to. I have some people that say less than and equal to. Something cannot be less than and equal to at the same time. It's one or the other. Okay? It's less than or equal to. And what is this?
Greater or equal.
What is it?
Greater or equal.
Huh?
Greater than or equal to.
Greater than or equal to. I heard a lot of different things. I heard greater or equal, greater or less. It can't be greater or less either. It's either greater or it's less. It can't be both. Okay? Alright, so those are the basic 4 inequality signs. So now the problem says the product of T and 6 is greater than 12. So it doesn't get any simpler. You just pick the greater than sign, write it, and what do we write here? 12. And you're done. That's it. Any questions? Okay, let's look at number 9. Number 9 says 3 less than G. 3 less than G. How would I write 3 less than G? 3G. Nope. Remember, 3G would mean 3 times G. It says 3 less than G.
3G minus.
3 less than G. Bianca. Closer. 3 less than G. Diana. Nope. 3 less than G. If Charlie has $10 and you say Miss James has $3 less than Charlie, how much do I have? If Charlie has $10 and you said Miss James has $3 less than Charlie, how much is that?
7.
What did you do? How'd you figure that out? You subtracted, so that's number 1. You do the subtraction sign. Now, let's think about what I said. Charlie has $10. Miss James has 3 less than Charlie. So, what number went first when you were subtracting? The 10. How much Charlie had, right? Even though I said Miss James has 3 less than Charlie, you had to put Charlie's number first, right? So when this says 3 less than G, which one do you think goes first? the G.
3 minus.
Okay, that's 3 less than G. Whatever G is, you're taking away 3. Make sense? That's the number one. When it comes to writing expressions out, this is the one that always tricks people. When they say something less than or greater than, first of all, they want to use the sign. It's not the sign. It's not the sign. And I'll show you the difference. And then second of all, they always confuse which goes first, the variable or the number. So try to think about it. How do you know it's not an inequality sign? Because look what it says next. 3 less than G is. You see that is? It's a 2-letter word. That's very important. Is in math means what? Equals. So when this says is less than, they're telling you now is when you're going to use the inequality. This is less than, is greater than. See, the other one just says 3 less than G. It doesn't say is. It just says 3 less than G. That lets you know subtraction. You see the difference? Yeah. Okay. So is less than or equal to. So which sign should I use? This one. Is less than or equal to. And what is it less than or equal to? 17. Does that make sense? Yes. Questions? Alright, let's keep going then. The next section says determine whether each number is a solution of the given equality. And number 12, let me change colors here. Well, what was I doing? Odds, I keep doing. Where's number 11? Oh, they did number 11. So I have to do number 12. 13. 4x plus 2 is less than negative 6. And they want me to try 0, negative 2, and 1 to see which one is the answer. Does that make sense so far? Okay, that's what they mean when they say determine if it's a solution. They want you to try it out and see if it's true. So, first number is 0, right? So what do you think I'm going to do with that 0? What am I going to do? I heard somebody say.
Plug it into it.
Plug it in. Plug it in for the variable. So you got 4 times 0 plus 2 is less than negative 6. What's 4 times 0?
4. 0.
What's 4 times 0? 0. What's 0 plus 2? 2. Now, ask yourself, is 2 less than negative 6? No, it's not. So guess what? 0 is not the answer. It's not a solution. Okay, what's the next number they told me to try? Negative 2? Okay. Negative 2. Alright, what's 4 times negative 2? Negative 8. Now's the time that you definitely want to use calculators, guys. Don't do it to yourself, okay? Don't make a simple mistake when you could just use that lovely calculator. Alright, negative 8 plus 2. See?
Oh, my bad.
Use that lovely calculator. What's negative 8 plus 2?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Guys, even me, I'm pretty good at math, right? I will use a calculator. Because a careless mistake is too easy to make in algebra. You don't want to waste time trying to prove that you know how to add and subtract negative numbers. Negative 6, is it less than negative 6? No, that was a trick question. It's not. It's equal to. So that's not our answer. So it should be the next one, but let's check. What's the next number? 1? Okay. What's 4 times 1? 4. Is that right? Y'all sure y'all getting me right now? Yeah. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is? 6. Is 6 less than negative 6?
No.
No. So, either I did something wrong or we did something wrong. Let's see. The first one I did right. Second one I did right. And the third one I did right. So maybe there's no solution. No solution. want you to write yes or no for each one. So it's no, no, no. No, no, no. Does that make sense what I just did? Diana, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you'll tell me the truth. Alright, last one I'm going to do is number 15. What does it say? M times M. What's inside? Minus what?
3.
Thank you. Alright, so what's my first number that they told me to try? Negative 10. Okay, so I got to put a negative 10 right there, negative 10 right there. Everywhere I see an M, I have to put a negative 10. So what is negative 10 take away 3? I got to do parentheses first. Negative 10 take away 3.
Negative.
Negative 7.
Negative 3.
Negative. Who's using their calculator? Now, you know
Mine
what?
doesn't have a negative.
You have to get a calculator with a negative. Your homework is going to give you a headache if you don't.
I don't have one.
Go to the dollar store.
Oh.
They cheap.
See that nice haircut you got? I know it costs more than $1. So you go to the dollar store,
But they broke too
get
fast.
you a dollar calculator. Bianca, thank you. Negative 13.
They're so cheap.
Trust me, guys, it's going to bite you in the long run because adding and subtracting with these negatives, when you have a 5-step problem, you don't want to waste time trying to figure that out in your head. You don't. What's negative 10 times negative 13? Positive 130. Is positive 130 greater than 54?
No. Yes.
I mean, less than 54.
No.
No, it's not. So the answer is no for this one. All right, what's my next number?
0.
0. Make sure you plug it in right. Everywhere you see an M, this was the original. Everywhere you see an M, that's where you put the number. Okay? 0 minus 3. Good. I don't think you use your calculator. What's 0 times negative 3?
0.
Good. Is 0 less than 54? Yes. So that's a yes. Okay? And the last one, what's the number? 9? 9 minus 3? 6. 9 times 6? 54. Is 54 less than 54?
No.
Good. So no, yes, no is your answer. Make sense? Okay, cameraman, I'm done.